estate, another blow to the struggling housing market. According to a report in this morning's New York Times, home prices have dropped to a new low. Here to talk about that and the tricks that realtors pull to raise interest in a property is today's real estate contributor, Barbara Corcoran. Barbara, good morning. Good to see you. About some of the things that realtors now, because it's such a difficult market out there, are forced to do, maybe what some would say not forced to do, but are doing to kind of entice people and maybe even blur the lines between fact and first issue here is sometimes realtors will list a sale based on the most recent asking price. In other words, here's what this house fetched as compared to the recent asking price. They will not say as compared to what was the original asking price. Why is that a problem?
That's a problem because there's a world of difference. If you knew that that original asking price was a full 30% more on the last house sold, you would make your bid considerably lower. But if you're simply using the numbers of what the last ask price was, it's really misleading and makes you bid entirely different on the home.
So you've got to ask the realtor a direct question. Yeah. Is this the original price or the asking price? And then you put that realtor in a position of telling you the truth or not telling you the truth.
Realtors, I must say, realtors almost always tell you the truth. There are very few bad apples out there. But yes, by directing the question, is this the original asking price, you will get a direct answer.
What about relisting a home and making it look like it's brand new on the market?
Well, the intention there again, and I'm not trying to justify it, is to freshen up the listing. But the problem with this is that you think a home has been on the market for, say, 2 weeks, when in essence it was on the market 2 years ago.
Right.
So again, you have to ask those important questions if you're going to use that house sale as a stat to make your bid.
And what about square footage? You often hear somebody say, oh, it's an 8,000 square foot home. That's right. They do round up. It's not necessarily living space.
No, of course not. And a great example of that would be a 3,000 square foot home that maybe has 500 square feet of a furnished basement. People can technically list that as 3,000 square feet, and you have to look for that footnote. So you really should be visiting your town assessor or simply making a call. They always know the real numbers because people never overstay for tax purposes.
Real quickly, you look at pictures of a home or a room in a home on the web or something like that. They always look bigger. A lot of people use wide-angle lenses. You say it's not always a problem, but sometimes it can be.
It's often a problem because when the buyer arrives at the home with a wide-angle lens on a shot of a room, they're shocked at how small the room is. Nothing's gained by that, but of course it's over-enhancement of real estate.
Is it ever okay to Photoshop an image you put online about a house?
Yeah, it's okay, but to take out a garbage can in front of the house. But again, it's overused, and you could Photoshop out whole power lines or even the house next door. It can be certainly overdone.
Realtors are also very creative with language and words they use in advertisements to describe a house. I'll give you the term that we often see. You tell me what it means, okay? Original condition.
Too old, the appliances are at least 50 years old.
Conveniently located.
Very noisy.
Efficient kitchen.
It means 2 adults can't fit in that kitchen.
At the same time, all right. Usable land.
It means no trees.
And this is my favorite one. Just available.
Just available is what you mean?
Yeah.
It means the owner just died, and I hope you don't mind.
In the house, probably.
In that house.
Okay. Barbara Corcoran, thanks very much.
My pleasure.